god, Chaz, that was incredible.
Wow, it really was. This was actually the fastest rebound time I've ever had. I mean, it's just after the club, then early morning, then I make breakfast for us, then round three. Mine equals blown.
I know, I mean, I don't do this that often, not really that often at all, but you were just so sensitive and caring and in sync with what I desired. I couldn't help myself. I really hope that we can take this to the next level.
Yeah, on that note, promise you won't be mad at me, but remember how I told you that I didn't do this very often?
Yeah.
And when I told you that I didn't have any venereal diseases?
Yes, starting to get a little concerned.
And that I said I'd make sure I wore protection?
Don't you dare go where I think you're going to go.
Yep, that's what I like to call the hat trick of bullshit.
God damn it.
Or the menage of bullshit.
You son of a bitch.
Or the bullshit of trois.
Our physiologies are biologically compatible on 7 of 9 levels, and you don't even bother to tell me that you not only pulled the goalie, but that you may have gonorrhea herpesiphyl AIDS?
Eh, I don't know what else to tell you. Cab fare is on the nightstand. Good luck at the clinic.
Captain on the bridge!
Jesus, you Cossack slut. I should have left you to train those dancing bears for the Russian circus.
Sorry, Captain!
Good morning, Captain. I see you've had your requisite cappuccino and 3 shots of penicillin.
Good morning, I moan. How's my favorite interracial gun belt notch?
It's Naomi to friends, and for you, it's Lieutenant UFIA. And I swear to God that if you so much as breathe a word to Mr. Speck about us.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tell me, what's it like funneling a logical being's logical cock?
Screw you!
I already did that dance. He's banged you out all missionary-like and logical, and then he has a Tourette's outburst on you.
He never used to have those until you started trying to antagonize him to bring them out. Seriously, why do you do that?
'Cause it's funny.
It's not funny.
Hang on.
No, don't.
Hello, Mr. Speck. How are you today? Has anyone ever told you that you look like a bug-eyed, fox-eared asshole? What's the matter? Feeling a bit Tourette'sy? Maybe a little backed up? Need to take a data dump?
Asshole!
Captain, I fail to understand why you enjoy tormenting me to such a degree to elicit a reaction. Nevertheless, I refuse to succumb to your childish taunts.
Stupid shit fuck ass cop!
Captain, I fail to see the humor in making the only purely logical mind on this ship fly into a crude rage.
17 bags of penises, big tits, big black cunt!
I will report to the med bay to assist Dr. Crowley. He cannot be trusted not to harvest the organs of his patients and will more likely perform a disgusting bodily function on them without thy consent.
Ass, stick a finger in my ass! Insert in my ass!
Oh my god. That circus freak may be a monster, but pointy ears is pure comedy gold.
There aren't words to convey how badly I hate you right now.
Which would technically make our tryst a hate bang. Rad.
I'm with First Officer Speck now. You were a mistake. A huge mistake.
Ha, that's exactly what you said before I declared a fatwa on those big brown nips, and after I penetrated your fur turban with my angry meat Mohammed.
First, I really hate that I told you I was a Muslim. Second, I'm actually an atheist at this point. But third, fuck you for making fun of the Prophet. Fourth, shut up. And lastly, so help me God if you ever let it slip to Speck that you and I did anything more than fart in the same direction, I will kill you in your sleep.
Sorry, babe. I never sleep alone.
But you always sleep drunk. Seriously, I'd get a Megadeth to play in your cabin and you'd never ever wake up.
I'd actually like to see that, but I digest, since Speck mentioned engineering in medbay. Malloy, what's the status of our warp core?
Have any of you fuckers actually seen Primakov's deck? Jesus, Mary and the fucking donkey. We're all having a party and we're high as fuck on absinthe and peyote.
Malloy?
And he fucking whips it out, and I'm telling you that fucking Ivan's hung like a fucking Ferengi heffalump.
Mr. Malloy?
And those fat bastards need at least a dozen wheelbarrows and 14 Mexicans to haul their man bits about. I mean, damn it, man, I'm a fucking engineer, not a weapons specialist. But there should at least be a fucking licensing procedure to carry the fucking thing.
Malloy, how is the ship running?
Shit's sake, and how the fuck I'm supposed to know that exactly, you daft bastard?
Because you're literally right next to the equipment that displays everything from the engine compartment.
Oh, you mean all that shit behind me? Well, let's be honest, I've not been allowed to operate anything more complex than a stapler legally since about 3 presidents ago. Bad news is we're fucked. Good news is, at least we're getting some hours.
Yet they still let you operate this ship. How drunk are you?
Hey, I'm not drunk. I'm fucked up. I was drunk 3 hours ago. You missed it.
Alright, fuck it. Try not to get us pulled over. And if we do, don't take the breathalyzer.
Right then. Kill Whitey! Engineering out!
Remind me again why I signed up to get on the same ship with an outburst-prone Taretian drunk Irish engineer, neo-Soviet ensign, a moral organ harvesting surgeon, and Ed Harvey devout captain.
Because, duh, you're still, like, totally trying to bang Captain Chaz.
I am not.
Wait, really?
Please, you want to funnel his dong like a porn star hosting a rent party. That's why you did everything you could to get aboard this ship.
Nice.
Okay. First, I was assigned to the Intrepid. Second, but by no means least, I do not want to sleep with Captain Lawless.
Are you kidding me? Your tits get so hard just thinking about him that Jason Voorhees could use him to kill a camp kid.
That's awesome.
I swear to God, I will take this Section 8 to blow you both out of an airlock.
I'm sure you'd love the captain's airlock in your mouth.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It does if the dick you're choking on keeps all the oxygen out.
I mean, was that an offer?
Blowing you both out of an airlock was absolutely not an offer. And sucking you both into the vacuum of space is not even remotely sexual.
I don't know, I mean, there's plenty of sexual stuff you can do when one or both of you is not able to breathe.
Right?
I mean, I dated this one guy, and he had to go to the ER. The nurse's mind was full of fuck when I explained that I was the one with the belt around the door handle and my neck.
Okay, this is way more information than is necessary for a sexual harassment lawsuit.
Go on.
Chaz!
You'd be surprised how easy it is to fit a soup ladle inside a human body.
I want a demonstration.
Please go ruin someone else's day. Okay, thanks.
God, no one can take a stupid joke anymore. I'm going to go play video games while pretending to be working and putting vibrating things in tequila inside me. Bye, angry Not Rihanna and skinny guy Fiari.
I mean, I couldn't have gotten a soup ladle.
Listen to me very carefully, because I want you to understand every syllable I utter. I am here simply because I need to put in some time as a ranking officer before I can make captain. When, not if, when I make captain. When, not if, but when you fuck up hard enough to have your command and ship taken away. Not only will I make the Intrepid the best run ship in the entire Star Ranger Corps, but I will personally put the entire ship under a black light and burn every iota of your DNA off the ship with a fucking napalm.
I mean, do they even make napalm anymore?
I will find a recipe.
Well, knowing your cooking from the morning after we had sex, I wouldn't put too much faith in that.
You absolute unwashed asshole.
I mean, you're gonna need a lot of napalm.
I'm aware.
I mean, go ahead and light the ship up with a black light. There's so much of my DNA splattered around here that the hallways would light up like a modern art masterpiece.
Splendid and also disgusting. Nonetheless, I'll literally rip your dick off and leave you a bloody vagina if you mention anything about our hooking up to Mr. Speck.
I think technically that's called a mangina.
Whatever!
Besides, let's be honest. You never get made captain, and all you do is bleed all over the bridge.
Cocksucker.
Shit, that reminds me. Dr. Crawley, any more data on my situation from earlier?
Chaz, the last away team had a compound bone protrusion with an infection courtesy of native fauna, and I've been on the shitter since then. Do you have any idea what I've been dealing with here? My tender, devastated anus looks like a cigarette butt on the Sunday morning paper. I may be the first surgeon in history to perform a colon transplant on himself. The white sock in my pink sock is now a yellow sock.
By the way, are we literally the only ship Dr. Crowley could be assigned to?
Literally, the only one.
Huh. I mean, he does come up with some great lines.
Insanity will do that, but evidently being an unhinged black market organ dealer is a turnoff to most captains.
Sorry, Doc. Is there...
Sorry? God's sake, man. I was calling to congratulate you. I shat so hard I came. Never happened to me before. I mean, one time I puked, pissed, and shat all at once and saw the face for God, I don't believe it, but this... I feel I just discovered an unknown tribe and then defeeked all over their princess. As an old Cleveland steamer, Alabama Hot Pocket, or Cincinnati corn dog.
What in God's name is a Cincinnati corn dog?
If you have to ask, my dear, I assure you, you don't want one.
Dr. Crawley, you have an update?
Yes, in my professional opinion, the chlamydian DNA sample you sent me was clean. So your latest bout of raw dogging and or shit stabbing should leave you in the clear.
Seriously, you had unprotected sex with a chlamydian?
Well, I was banking on the idea that it's a lot easier to get VD and or child support from humans than it is from other species, so by hollowing out a green girl like a Chippewa Indian, I was actually being somewhat responsible.
Are you insane? Chlamydians and humans are almost genetically identical. That means that there are any number of STDs you could contract. Not to mention the extremely risky potential of pregnancy that could happen because if you're too stupid to wear a condom, you're clearly too stupid to pull out.
Well, I mean, that's why you tried to talk her into anal.
I mean, hey, if it's good enough for Liberace and President Tom Cruise and that Larry Wilmore guy.
You are literally too stupid to speak to.
Come on, Naomi. All women like anal, just not all of you are aware of it.
And those that are going to film.
Crowley, will you shut up? Chaz, please listen to me. This cross-species pregnancy can be extremely deadly for a chlamydian woman.
Well, that's why I made her the Plan B scramble.
Ooh, bacon, sausage, or veggie.
Chorizo.
Exotic and classy. Nicely done.
Right?
Crowley! Also, our contraceptives are not interchangeable, so we have absolutely no idea how the active ingredients from our morning after pill will interact with her physiology.
Captain! Intruder in the cargo bay!
Actually, I think now we do.
You ejected your skank du jour in the cargo bay.
Well, it was right next to the hangar. I figured that was where the docking happened.
I know you haven't been captain long, but you cannot possibly be stupid enough to not know that Star Ranger command regulations dictate that the docking point be immediately behind the cockpit.
Not only can I, but I am.
God damn it.
Also, you said cockpit.
Cop! This wee green bitch is fucking up my buzzmate!
Where is she, Malloy?
I'm fine, by the way, arse cunt. I managed to trap this fucking figura in the fucking airlock.
What's Figura?
Figura! Derogatory term for a female means she might have been fuckable at one point in fucking time, but now she's a wee fucking slump-busting, swamp donkey dumpster fire. Seriously, Naomi, do you just not know about Urban Dictionary? Is that it?
Right?
God damn it, I hate everyone. Wait a minute. She's in the cargo bay, then we have access to the fire suppression system.
Yeah, so?
Chlamydians are very reluctant to share biological and physiological information with any outsiders, let alone Star Ranger Corps. But one of the few things we do know is that the Halon fire suppression system will knock them out, but at the same time, it is not toxic to them. Spec, can you access the ship's Halon fire suppression system?
Indeed I do, Miss Euphia. Did I hear Engineer Malloy correctly in that he was able to trap the subject in the airlock?
Yes, you did, Mr. Spec. Now get ready to trigger the Halon suppression system. But for the love of God, whatever you do not vent the airlock. I don't mean to insult your intelligence. It's just that the controls for both options are literally right next to each other. Also, with your Tourette's-like symptoms, I understand that you may need to focus to hit the right button. Don't mean to be a bitch, sweetie, but just...
Reading you loud and clear, Miss Euphia. Activating system now. No, not now. No. 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 Nothingness!
Damn it, man! I could have sold those organs and taken a holiday in El Honto!
Say it! Oh God!
I didn't mean to eject her from
My ass!
No tequila, no PCP, no she-boys. This St. Crispin's Day is ruined. Ruined, I say! And what am I to do with this fucking goat now?
Captain, I apologize.
Fuck!
Dr. Crowley, please let the ship's logs show that at the time I was attempting to activate the knockout gas.
The bitch was full of shit!
Fuck me to tears.
That was kinda awesome. I'm telling you, this is going to be awesome. Admiral Lawless is contacting us directly. Do you know what that means?
That daddy's reminding you to pick up mommy's birthday gift?
He's about to give us a commendation for handling that situation with the mutated intruder. Think about it. Spec did just get a medal.
Yes, he did. Effective action in danger despite disability.
It's a bit like winning the gold medal at Special Olympics.
May I remind you, Captain, that were it not for the fact that you invited Carnelia on the ship for the purposes of fornication, the whole situation could have been avoided.
Whatever. And why aren't you cursing?
I had begun a regimen of medication, and Star Ranger Corps approved sedatives to control my outbursts. I regret to inform you, Captain, but your fund will need to be had elsewhere.
We'll see. Mr. K, patch this audio transmission through the whole ship.
Okay, Jesus.
Admiral, sir, I thank you for the opportunity.
What do you want, shit stabber?
Well, sir, I was under the impression that you were calling to commend us on a job well done.
Blowing a mutant green bitch out of an airlock? You think I got time for that bullshit shit? There's rangers out there actually trying to make a difference. Not trying to drag their genitalia through every stance trench with a price tag. Catching every form of VD known to the galaxy just like my idiotic dipshit of a son. Jesus, do you have any idea the kind of credits I had to shell out to keep this latest royal colossal goat fuck out of the press? Of course, if I had a child who was worth a fuck in any way, shape, or form, instead of the mouth-breathing, shit-for-brain, window-licking short bus I've had forced up my ass, like when you try to ash frack every piece of quim comes your way, this kind of shit wouldn't happen.
So, you're not happy with our handling of this situation?
Happy? With you? That's a good one. Do you have any idea why I wanted you on the Intrepid? Well, let me fill you in. It's a goddamn shit box. Ha! Feeling stupid or suicidal yet? Gonna cry then kill yourself? Do it, pussy! Do it now!
You said it was the most decorated ship out there.
I lied! Learn to live with disappointment, much as I have with having you for a son. You really believed I would give you a decent ship? You have the El Camino of starships, and an equally shit crew to boot. Who do you have? A Soviet shit stabber, a drunk Irish engineer who's one DUI away from a free toaster, an alien with Tourette's and a stick so far up his ass you could run him like a fucking marionette, a doctor who shits himself at the sight of blood and is into God knows what, a dizzy Asian bitch, and a black woman with big tits who'll just bleed over everything the second she gets command of a ship, which will never happen. And you, son, you're the biggest disappointment of all. Just another turd on the downward spiral like all the rest of them. So do me a favor. If you and your crew decide to have a little Heaven's Gate cyanide party, set the autopilot so the Intrepid hits something hard and I don't have to duct tape that motherfucker together ever again. Happy, he says. I haven't laughed so hard in goddamn years.
Oh, my soul.
Hey, Chaz, you know what? Screw that guy. This whole thing is a test to see if you're worthy of command by seeing if you'll turn tail and run. I'm with you, Captain.
You know what? You're right. And even if this is not a test, I'll make sure we prove ourselves to the rest of the Star Ranger Corps fleet. The Intrepid is not a shitty ship, it's our ship. I'm gonna make sure that you're a captain one day, Euphia.
You mean it?
Well, not captain of this ship. Don't want you bleeding all over everything.
Cocksucker.
Mr. K, you with me? Primakov, Malloy, Dr. Crowley, Mr. Speck?
Fine, whatever. I was listening to my iTunes and missed the whole friggin' conversation anyway.
Well, seeing as they revoked my license after I fucked up that horse's vaginal rejuvenation surgery, and then my ex-wife's vaginal rejuvenation surgery, and then the meth, Yeah, I guess I'm in. До свидания, товарищ! Don't mind him, Cap. It's just the head trauma and also the shrooms. We're both fucking in.
I would love to take a borderline derelict ship and crew and turn it around. Captain, I'm with you.
Well, this will be great then. At least we will have some comedy relief when I tell you about Euphia and...
I will kill you right where you stand.
Captain, these juvenile games will no longer work on me.
I fucked your girlfriend. Hail Hydra, pointy ears.
Fuck!